Have you ever woken up from a dream so vivid, so real, that it took a few moments to separate its reality from your own? Perhaps you soared through the clouds, had a conversation with a long-lost friend, or found yourself in a bizarre, nonsensical world. These nightly experiences are not just random firings of a resting mind. They are a universal human phenomenon, a fundamental part of our biological existence. Every single night, without fail, your brain invites you to a private screening in the theater of your mind. It is a performance crafted exclusively for you, starring you, and directed by the deepest parts of your subconscious. Understanding this nightly ritual is one of the most exciting frontiers in modern science, offering profound insights into our health, our memories, and the very nature of our consciousness. The journey into our dreams begins with a simple, yet profound question. Why do we dream at all? For centuries, dreams were viewed through the lens of mysticism and prophecy, seen as messages from gods or glimpses into the future. Today, neuroscience is pulling back the curtain on these enigmatic experiences. We are discovering that dreaming is not an optional extra or a mental luxury. Instead, it serves critical biological and psychological functions. It is a form of overnight therapy, a memory consolidation service, and a playground for creative problem solving. Far from being a state of inactivity, your brain during sleep is a hive of purposeful activity, working tirelessly to process the complexities of your waking life and prepare you for the day ahead. Think of your brain as a masterful storyteller. Each day, you gather countless pieces of information, sights, sounds, conversations, and feelings. When you fall asleep, your brain doesn't simply shut down this collection process. Instead, it begins the crucial task of sorting, connecting, and making sense of it all. Dreams are the narrative form this process takes. They are the brain's way of weaving together new memories with old ones, testing out emotional scenarios in a safe environment, and finding creative solutions to problems that may have stumped you during the day. This nightly act of storytelling is essential for our emotional regulation and our ability to learn, making sleep one of the most important investments you can make in your well-being. So, as we embark on this exploration of the dreaming mind, I invite you to become a more curious observer of your own nightly adventures. Consider the dreams you have had recently. Were they chaotic or coherent? Frightening or joyful? Did they feature people you know or places you have never been? By paying closer attention to these internal narratives, you are not just indulging in a fascinating pastime. You are beginning to access a rich source of personal insight. The scientific study of sleep and dreams provides us with the tools to understand this nightly theater, revealing that what happens in our minds after we close our eyes is just as important as what happens when they are open. To understand dreaming, we must first understand the architecture of sleep itself. Sleep is not a monolithic state of unconsciousness. Instead, it is a complex, cyclical journey through different stages, each with its own unique brainwave patterns and physiological characteristics. Your night is meticulously organized into repeating cycles, typically lasting around 90 minutes each. These cycles are broadly divided into two main types of sleep: non-rapid eye movement sleep and rapid eye movement sleep. Most of your night, around 75 to 80%, is spent in non-rapid eye movement sleep, which is itself divided into several stages of progressively deeper rest. This is the time for physical restoration, when your body repairs tissues and strengthens your immune system. As you drift from the light, early stages of non-rapid eye movement into the deeper stages, your brainwaves become slow and powerful. This is what we call deep, non-rapid eye movement sleep, or slow wave sleep. During this phase, your brain is hard at work transferring important memories from the fragile, short-term storage of the hippocampus to the more permanent long-term vault of the cortex. Think of it as a crucial file-saving operation for your mind. Dreaming can occur in non-rapid eye movement sleep, but these dreams are often more thought-like, fragmented, and less emotional. They are the simple, mundane thoughts that might drift through your mind, a stark contrast to the cinematic epics that await in the later part of the sleep cycle. The true star of the dreaming show is rapid eye movement sleep. After progressing through the non-rapid eye movement stages, your brain activity dramatically changes. It bursts back to life with fast, active brainwaves that look remarkably similar to those of your waking brain. This is why rapid eye movement sleep is often called paradoxical sleep. Your brain is wide awake, yet your body is completely immobilized. A clever switch in your brainstem paralyzes all the voluntary muscles in your body, preventing you from acting out your vivid dreams. Your eyes, however, are exempt from this paralysis, and they dart back and forth beneath your closed eyelids, giving the stage its name. This is the stage where the most bizarre, narrative-rich, and emotionally intense dreams occur. The sleep cycle structure also explains why your most memorable dreams often happen in the morning. As the night progresses, the duration of each non-rapid eye movement stage decreases, while the duration of each rapid eye movement stage increases. Your first rapid eye movement period might only last for about 10 minutes, but by the early hours of the morning, your rapid eye movement stages can extend to 30, 40, or even 50 minutes. This means you spend a much larger proportion of your sleep in the dream-rich state of rapid eye movement just before you wake up. This architectural design ensures you get the deep, physically restorative sleep you need early in the night and the psychologically restorative, dream-filled sleep you need later on, preparing you mentally and emotionally for the day to come. Where do the fantastical narratives of our dreams come from? The creation of a dream is a remarkable collaboration between different parts of your brain, particularly the regions responsible for memory and emotion. During rapid eye movement sleep, there is a significant surge in activity in key brain areas. The hippocampus, our memory hub, is reactivated, pulling up recent experiences and past memories. Simultaneously, the amygdala and other parts of the limbic system, the emotional centers of the brain, are fired up, often more intensely than when we are awake. This is why dreams can feel so emotionally potent, capable of evoking profound joy, terror, or sorrow. Your brain is essentially taking your memories and drenching them in emotion. However, one critical brain region takes a backseat during rapid eye movement sleep, the prefrontal cortex. This is the logical, rational part of your brain, responsible for executive functions like impulse control, decision-making, and linear thinking. With the logical CEO of the brain temporarily offline, your mind is free to make associative, non-logical connections. It can link a memory from yesterday with a feeling from childhood and a character from a movie you saw last week. This suspension of rational judgment is what gives dreams their bizarre, surreal quality. It is a state of creative anarchy where the brain explores possibilities without the constraints of logic, leading to the strange and often nonsensical plots we experience. This unique neural environment allows the brain to perform a type of overnight therapy. By replaying emotionally charged memories in a state where stress-related neurochemicals are suppressed, rapid eye movement sleep helps to soften the sharp emotional edges of difficult experiences. For instance, after a traumatic event, the brain will repeatedly process the memory during rapid eye movement sleep. But each time, it does so in a neurochemical environment that is free from the anxiety-inducing molecule noradrenaline. This process helps to strip the pain away from the memory, allowing you to retain the information without the crippling emotional baggage. It is the brain's ingenious way of helping you heal, night after night. Recent scientific discoveries continue to illuminate this fascinating process. Using advanced imaging techniques like functional MRI, researchers can now watch the dreaming brain in action. They have observed how the visual cortex lights up, creating the imagery of our dreams, even though our eyes are closed. They have seen how the motor cortex fires as if we are running or jumping, even while our bodies are paralyzed. These findings confirm that dreams are not just random noise, but a structured, purposeful brain state. They are a nightly process of emotional reconciliation and memory integration, a creative space where our brains work to understand our past, regulate our present, and prepare us for our future. Many people believe they do not dream, but the truth is that everyone dreams, every single night. The real challenge is not dreaming, but remembering. Dream recall is a skill that can be cultivated. The most effective way to start is to keep a dream journal right by your bed. The moment you wake up, before you even sit up or check your phone, try to lie still and replay the dream in your mind. The memories of a dream are incredibly fragile and can evaporate within minutes of waking. By immediately writing down anything you can remember, even just a feeling, a color, or a single image, you are telling your brain that this information is important, which can strengthen your ability to recall dreams over time. Once you begin to remember your dreams, the next step is interpretation. While it can be tempting to use a so-called dream dictionary to look up the meaning of flying or losing your teeth, these generic interpretations often miss the point. Dreams are deeply personal, and their symbols are drawn from your unique life experiences, memories, and emotional landscape. The symbol of a dog, for example, might represent joyful companionship for one person, but fear for another, depending on their personal history. The key to understanding your dreams is to look for connections to your own waking life. Ask yourself, what was I feeling in the dream? What has been on my mind lately? How might this dream relate to my current challenges, hopes, or anxieties? Common dream themes often reflect universal human concerns. Dreams of being chased, for instance, frequently relate to feelings of anxiety or avoidance in waking life. Perhaps you are running from a deadline, a difficult conversation, or an unresolved issue. Dreams of falling can symbolize a sense of losing control or feeling insecure in a particular situation. Dreams of flying, on the other hand, often correspond to feelings of freedom, liberation, and empowerment. By examining these common themes through the lens of your own personal context, you can begin to decipher the messages your subconscious mind is sending you. These are not prophecies, but rather symbolic reflections of your inner state. Ultimately, exploring your dreams is a journey of self-discovery. It is a way to have a conversation with yourself, gaining access to insights that might not be available to your conscious, rational mind. Dreams can offer creative solutions to problems by connecting ideas in novel ways, as was the case for the scientist who dreamt of a snake biting its own tail, leading to the discovery of the structure of the benzene molecule. They can improve your emotional intelligence by allowing you to safely explore complex feelings. As research continues to unravel the mysteries of the dreaming brain, one thing is clear. Paying attention to our nightly narratives is not just a fascinating exercise. It is a powerful tool for enhancing creativity, supporting mental health, and living a more insightful, self-aware life.